Sunshine FM, Tracy and the Big D, and we are going out back, Tracy. We're going to catch up with Tom Curtin right now. He is a genuine Northern Territorian, and he's got a hit song called Territory Time. It's currently sitting at number 5 on this week's Country Track Top 40 Countdown, and Tom joins us now. Thanks for joining us, Tom. And how long have you been living on Territory Time?
Well, I came up here about 17 years ago to the Northern Territory and went straight into the stock camps, mustering cattle and riding horses. And even back then, the fellas said, listen, you just got to steady up a bit now and again and take time out to, enjoy the lifestyle up here. And, I thought still a bit of a goer, but, I'm learning that you've got to just take time to smell the roses every now and again.
Tom, from my memory, it's been a little while. I know you've had a couple of songs recently, but as far as this album, it's been a while for you for music being released on the East Coast.
It has been a while. I did 2 albums. I think the first one was Smack Bang back in 2004. And then the next one was Heatwave about 2007. And then I had a bit of time out breaking in horses all around the Northern Territory. And I set up a place up here in Katherine, about 5 k's out of Katherine, to get a tourist operation up here. And I've always been involved in horses and dogs and things, but I just thought if I could combine the music with the horses and dogs and put on a bit of a show, then people would come here and save me travelling all the time. Yeah, we just completed our 4th season. We run it for 7 months of the year. It's just enabled me to put out this 3rd album and combine the horse training as well as the music.
And that's the Outback Tours, isn't it?
Yeah, it's called the Katherine Outback Experience. So we do an hour-and-a-half show nearly or at least once a day, sometimes 2 a day. People coming up on the GAM train from Adelaide to Darwin, and then also A.A. King's buses. And it's just a live demonstration of the first 40 minutes. I'm working with a real sort of pretty wild horse. I've got to try to catch it and quieten down and ride it within the 45 minutes, and then these horses are sent out to the cattle stations after about a month in with me. And so often, I get bucked off in front of people and, the crowd loves it, but it's just everything's real. And we train about 15 working dogs, border collies and kelpies, and we sell them all over the country to farmers working sheep and cattle. We've got a few trick horses we're teaching pick up hats and lie down and things like that. And we combine the music as we go. So I'm often sitting or standing on the back of a horse trying to sing a song, but the people can see it's raw and it's live, and I think that's what sort of captures them.
Well, see, now there's something, folks. If you haven't done it already, pop it onto your bucket list, the Katherine Outback Experience. And you just mentioned there, you get bucked off horses every now and then. We were going to speak to you a few weeks back about Never Never Land, Anna, because you actually had a horse accident then. So I'm glad everything turned out and you're okay.
Yeah, I did get bucked off on a little daze, but it's great catching up now.
Now, a little birdie, Tom Curtin, tells me that you might have been a bit sleep-deprived last night. You might have got a phone call in the middle of the night.
Before.
Unreal. I
Tell
think
us
because
what
I
happened.
was so busy here with all the horses and dogs and things like that. But I got a phone call from my publicist, Rebecca Bell, down there in Tamworth, and she rang about 3 o'clock in the morning. I thought normally it's something to do with a horse or, a bit of an emergency, but she said, Tom, look, and she was tearing up. And I said, what's wrong, Beck? She said, no, it's just that, you've just gone to number 1. Territory Time, your new album's just been released. It's gone to number 1 on the iTunes albums chart. I sort of didn't even know what that was at that time of morning. So, but we had a lot of fun with Joker Brown, and I'm just so very grateful. I was so surprised that it made that, and just, I don't know, you write these songs up here on the back of a horse, and I use the hoof beats as a bit of a drum beat. You sing them around to people with just your guitar, and so then you go on down to Sydney and do this album. All these musicians come in and bring the song to life with their banjos and fiddles and guitars, and then to have it playing on radio and people actually, if they like the songs, they can make sense of the lyrics. It's just, I don't know, I'm just so very humbled that it's, gone this far.
Well, there you go, folks. Get on to Tom Curtin's Facebook pages, all his media sites. Let him know you heard him here on Sunshine FM with Tracy and the Big D. The song this week is Territory Time. It's been running up and down the charts for the Country Tracks Top 40. This week it is sitting in number 5. Tom, thank you very much for joining us this week, and we will catch up with you very shortly.
No worries at all, guys. Thanks so much for having me on, and good on you.
It's a state of mind. Ooh, it's a state of mind.